to another live reaction here at I'm Not a Coach. I'm your host, Dave Huerta. Thank you so much for joining us for this massive matchup between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Denver Broncos. Man, kick is away, and the Denver Broncos will take a knee in the end zone, and they will get the ball to start the game. All right, man, we are going to be watching a game that is going to be very interesting. It's going to have some massive, massive ramifications in the AFC. Right now, the Kansas City Chiefs are actually third in the division. They are 5-4. They can ill afford to lose any more games, especially in the division. And the Denver Broncos, they are leading not only the division, but they are tied for the best record in the NFL at 8-2, and they have a chance to be able to put a massive exclamation point on their season if they can knock out the three-time defending AFC champions. All right, Bo alone in the backfield, and he goes down for a sack on the opening play, and that is Connor with a great tackle. Second down coming up. You know what? It was such a great tackle, they just skipped second down apparently. Oh, nice freaking. That was a nice little slot corner blitz from the right side there, and Bo Nix goes down. Bills are now 8-3. Let's go, Captain. They're looking good right now, man. Bouncing back. Little play action. Roll into his right. Bo looking, throws, and he finds somebody down near the 37. So a pickup of about 6, maybe 7 yards there. All right, Bo in the shotgun, running back to his right, 3rd and 7. Look, throws, and he's going to get the first down. Woo! And that's the rookie Bryant with a nice little route there towards the sideline. Picks up 8 in the first down. So big news for the Broncos. Unfortunately, not great news. Unfortunately, big news. They are going to be without their number one running back, J.K. Dobbins, for the rest of the season. Apparently, last week he picked up a Liz Frank injury in his foot. He has had season-ending surgery, so they are going to be running with the rookie, R.J. Harvey, and he gets a handoff for the first time today and gets taken down right at the line, so 2nd and 10. And that was Drew Tranquil, a former Wisconsin Badger, on the tackle. All right, ball at the 45. Bo in the shotgun. Fakes the handoff. Throws it down the field, and he unable to connect with his college teammate, Troy Franklin. It hit him in the hands, but he had to basically lay out to have a chance at catching that one. Oh, man. I think if Bo just takes just a pinch off of that one, I think Franklin might still be running. All right, we got 3rd and 11 here. Bo looking, has some time, steps up in the pocket, delivers a throw wide open over the middle. Courtland Sutton getting it down near the 34. And that's a first down, man. That's a heck of a play. Just a deep crosser. Might have been a dig route, depending on how flat it is, but either way, result of the play, first down in Kansas City territory. All right, Bo in the shotgun, running back to his right. Condensed formation, 2 tight end set. Pressure, rolling out to his right, gets it out to his tight end in the flat to the 30, and he's going to pick up about 7 yards. That is, I believe that's the former Giant. Picking up a good chunk of yardage there. All right, sweet. It was Evan Ingram. All right, 2nd and 2 after that really solid catch and run by the tight end. Handoff up the middle. Harvey picking up a first down, gain of 3 for the rookie. Actually, correction. That is McLaughlin, which we have not seen a whole lot of this season, but obviously with J.K. Dobbins out now, we're going to see McLaughlin quite a bit the rest of the way for the Broncos. The heck is Sean Payton wearing on his face right now? Those are the biggest prescription-looking sunglasses I've ever seen in my life. Bo under center, single back in the backfield. Gets the handoff up the middle, gets it across the 20, down near the 17. Unable to stay on his feet, man. I think he tripped over the turf. Could have had a bigger gain. All right, we got 2nd and 4, ball at the 18-yard line. 2 receivers stacked up on the right, Bo in the shotgun, running back to his right. He's got time, throws, gets a first down, and that's the rookie Bryant with his 2nd catch and 2nd first down picked up on this drive. Toss to the right. Oh, it's a fake. Tossing it back to Bo, and he's nearly intercepted. Chiefs sniffing that one out. That trick play, trying to get it to Bo Nix, running down the left sideline. And R.J. Harvey nearly throwing an interception here. All right, 2nd and 10 from the 12. Bo gets it out to Evan Ingram. He's to the 10. He's to the 5 and down right at the 5. Sets up a 3rd and 3 coming up. Bo looking and running out of time. And I believe that it might be Chris Jones on the sack. Back near the 12-yard line. And the Broncos are going to have to settle for a field goal on this opening drive. Chris Jones, man, able to turn the corner on that left side. And he's able to bring down Bo Nix for the Chiefs' 2nd sack of the drive. Steve, I am sick to my stomach about the Falcons choking every time this city has something that keep 29-yard field goal by Lutz is good, and the Broncos able to get something going here, man. They were looking good, man. They didn't do a great job of protecting Bo early. He got sacked on the first play of the drive, and he ends up getting sacked on the final play of the drive. Bucks are 6-4, man. Yeah, dude, they've been struggling, man. I think weren't they like 5-1 like last month? Yeah, man. The Buccaneers, luckily, they play in a division that doesn't seem to be want to be. It doesn't seem like anybody wants to win that division outside of Tampa Bay. So they'll be good. They'll be good. Turn the radio on, baby. All right, let's do a quick around the horn here. Try to update you on some scores, some games obviously that finished up. All right, so starting over there in España, los Dolphins de Miami con un gananza con 16-13 there. So, big win for Miami, winning 16-13 over the Commanders. Miami, man, they are looking pretty good. They are now 4-7, having won 3 out of their last 4 games. All right, continuing, we got the Packers getting a win over there in New Jersey, 27-20. Houston Texans getting a last-second victory, 16-13 over the Titans. Panthers coming back, winning 30-27 over the Falcons in overtime. Chicago able to squeak with a 2-point victory over the division rivals, the Minnesota Vikings. They won. The Bears won 19-17. Jaguars took it to the Chargers, 35-6. If I don't stumble over my own words, and the Bills with a 44-32 victory over the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And then finally, Steelers with a massive victory, 34-12 over the Bengals, a team that actually had beaten them just a few weeks ago with Joe Flacco. The Steelers able to get a big one, man. They needed that win, dude. Their season was beginning to kind of slip away from them, and finally able to score over 30 points. It took them all. It's been a couple weeks since we've seen that from Rodgers and that offense. All right, towards the end of the first, the 49ers are up 13-7 over the Cardinals. Rams are leading the Seahawks 7-3 with about less than 90 seconds left in the first quarter. All right. Mahomes in the shotgun, throws to the left. Rashid Rice to the 30, to the 35, and he's going to pick up a first down for Kansas City. All right, man. Kansas City looking fast here, man, on this opening play. Midway through the first quarter, Ravens and Browns are tied up at 0-0. All right, 1st and 10, ball at the 39. Mahomes in the shotgun, running back to his right. Looking, throwing it down the field. He's got a man running and overthrows Xavier Worthy, man. If he puts it on him, Xavier is he's going to literally hit his own head on the sidelines there, man, because he's just going to keep on running. All right, 2nd and 10, ball at the 39. Mahomes in the shotgun, running back to his left. 3 receivers on that right side. Over the middle and incomplete. Trying to get it to the backup tight end, Noah Gray. Captain, big win for the Bills. Much better than last week. Yeah, last week was a rough one, man. They got their butts whooped by Miami. All right, Mahomes in the shotgun, running back to his right. Single receiver to that left side. 3rd and 10. He's got time. He's going to throw it down the field. He's got nobody. Trying to get it to Thornton. Another overthrow there by Patrick Mahomes on this drive. That one was a little bit closer than the previous one. Ooh, they might have actually got... There might have been something there with PI, but I don't think it was enough to really affect the play. He didn't turn him at least, so... All right, punt is away. Catching it at the 9, to the 15, to the 20. He's got a lane! Oh, he's going, but we do have a flag all the way down the field. And right now, if this play stands, Marvin Mims just brought it down near the 20 of Kansas City. But once again, there is a flag, and it was way back there. And this one will be coming back. Dude, special teams have been just horrendous this year. Every time there's a decent return, it's just, you know it's coming back as soon as you see the flag. It's actually against Kansas City. A legal block. So the return by Marvin Mims will stand. Wow, man. All right, with that penalty, instead of getting it at the 20, or sorry, the 22, they get it the ball at the 11. Hand off to the left. He's got it inside the 10, down near the 7. That is R.J. Harvey with a carry. Broncos starting this drive out inside the 15. All right. It's going to be another run. Harvey looking for some space, and he's going to pick up a yard down to the 6. So 3rd and 5 coming up. All right, Bo takes the snap, looking over the middle, and the ball is going to be incomplete. third down coming up, and the Broncos with just golden opportunities here at the 11 to start out this drive after a great return by Mims after getting a penalty on the Kansas City Chiefs. They are likely going to be settling for another field goal inside the red zone. You cannot have this Chiefs team just linger around, otherwise you're going to get beat nearly every time. Will Lutz kick, another short one, this one from just 24. He makes it, and the Broncos up 6-0 over the Kansas City Chiefs. So we're on a commercial break. We're not missing a thing. All right, kick is away. This one going to be a short one. Kansas City returning it on the hop across the 20, 25, and down near the 28. Turn the radio up. All right, Mahomes alone in the shotgun. He's got two receivers on that right side. Rolling to the right, gets it out quickly, and that is going to be Xavier Worthy with a great first down catch there along the right sideline. So we got 4:35 on the clock here. The clock is rolling down. So we're approaching the end of this first quarter. So Kansas City is going to be without Isaiah Pacheco. He is still out with a knee injury. So Kareem Hunt, who is about to get a handoff right up the middle, picks up about Might have picked up actually 8 yards there on the run. Kareem Hunt will be the number one back. I expect him to get at least probably 18 to 25 touches. Kind of just depends on how close this game is going to be. But regardless, they use him in the passing game as well. So I'm not expecting him to kind of be on the sidelines a whole lot. And, well, because the broadcast was nowhere near, they were doing some weird animation, I didn't get to see the play here. Mahomes gives the handoff to Kareem Hunt. He runs up the middle, picks up a first down into Broncos territory. So that's what we missed. Ball at the 47. All right, Mahomes in the shotgun, running back to his right. Two receivers stacked up on that right side. A little bit of a condensed formation. Mahomes looking, pressure. And he's going to slide. He avoids a sack, slides near the 42. We had a Denver Bronco without a helmet. And Malcolm Roach was the player without his helmet. They're going to get the Chiefs with an illegal hands to the face. Yeah, that's why Roach did not have a helmet when he was trying to bring down Mahomes for a sack. So we got 2nd and 20 coming up. Mahomes, quick throw to the outside, and we'll get Rashid Rice for a gain of about 4. Turn the radio. Mahomes looking. Throwing it deep down the field. He's got nothing on that one. And they're going to get a penalty and a late flag. They're going to get Riley Moss with some PI. And that is huge, man. That is going to be inside the 20 for sure. All right, man. That's going to be Riley's 6th defensive PI of the season. 1st and 10, ball at the 13. Mahomes alone in the shotgun. Rolling to his right, hits a man over the middle, and he's nearly intercepted. The ball going in and out of the hands of Rashid Rice and nearly intercepted. Who was that? Was that the former 49er? Yeah, that was a Ufana there, so. Quick throw to the left. He's got some blockers and will be very close to a first down. Gain of 8. We do have a flag. And it's going to be a holding penalty on Kansas City. Yeah, looks like they got Juju on the hold. All right, right now we got two people watching. I appreciate you. Give me your predictions for this game. Let me know. Let me know. Let me know. All right, ball at the 21, second and 18. Mahomes in the shotgun. Fakes the handoff. Stepping up in the pocket. He's going to take off and run. And oh! Holy cow, man. He got absolutely drilled. But he pops right back up. Dude, seriously, what is Mahomes made out of, man? Like, no matter what happens, whatever hit he takes, he never seems to go down. Never seems to get hurt. The guy is made out of, like, the guy is like Wolverine. Just instant healing. Third and 15, ball at the 18. They can get a first down if they can get it to the 3. Mahomes in the shotgun, running back to his left. Quick throw to the outside, gets it out to Rashid Rice, got some blockers, and he's going to be taken down near the 12. And now we have a late flag. Me and Mahomes just did the same thing. We were both like tilting our heads, like, what's the flag? They literally have 5 referees talking about it, and just the looks on their faces, it doesn't seem like anybody knows what the flag is. Oh, they finally have chosen. They have chosen the Kansas City Chiefs to get flagged for another hold. And that penalty will be declined. It'll be 4th down, and Kansas City just going to settle for a field goal here. So it looks like that flag again was on Juju. Once again, it was declined. All right. Harrison Butker in it for this 31-yarder to try to cut the deficit by half. And it's good. With 49 seconds left in the first, Kansas City gets on the board, and they are down just by 3. All right, while we're on a commercial break, let's talk about what these defense are looking like coming into this game. So Kansas City on this side over here, they are giving up 187 yards through the air, good for seventh in the NFL, giving 104, almost 105 yards on the ground, still in the top half of the NFL, ranked 12th. Something that they usually do significantly a better job, and that is stopping the run. This season, it's almost flipped. Their pass defense has been pretty darn good. So, and then when it comes to turnovers, they have not been doing a great job, man. Still, 6 interceptions and 3 fumble recoveries. That is 22nd in the NFL in terms of turnovers for their defense overall. And then they've given up 9 passing touchdowns and 9 rushing touchdowns. So far, that is good for 7th in the NFL. And from the looks of it, they're not in danger of giving up much more in this game. They've been able to hold the Broncos out of the end zone despite Denver getting into the red zone twice. And that talks about their red zone defense right here. Bam. Ranked 23rd, so not one of the, definitely not one of the best in the NFL. Still, anytime their opposing offenses are getting into the red zone, they are giving up a touchdown on 64% of those opportunities. But that number has gone down as Denver has gone into the red zone twice and have only come away with a single field goal each time. So Butker's kick is going to be short of the landing zone, so there's going to be a penalty. Broncos are going to get the ball, I think, right at the 40. And then we'll talk about Denver's defensive rankings in just a little bit here. So we got 1st and 10 from the 40, Bo under center. Single back in the backfield, a single receiver on that right side. Handoff, and that's going to be McLaughlin, taken down for a loss of about 2. And that was a Menahue able to get into the backfield for a nice play. All right, we got 2nd and 11. Bo in the shotgun, running back to his right. Takes the snap. Deep drop. Throws to the left. And that's going to be blown up in the back. Oh, no. And, McLaughlin was able to get loose, but they blew the play dead since he was moving backwards. And that's going to be the end of the first here. So we're going to go to a commercial break while they switch sides. All right. So let's finish up talking about the defenses. Denver on this side right here, they're giving up a 180 through the air. They are 6th, just one slightly better than the Kansas City Chiefs. Giving up just 91.2 yards on the ground, man. That is good for 4th in the NFL. They have been one of the best run defenses in the NFL. And to be honest with you, they've been one of the best run defenses for a long time. So kind of right up there with the Green Bay Packers. And then when it comes to turnovers, they're not much better. They're actually worse. Just 3 fumble recoveries and 5 interceptions. That is 26th in the NFL. And in terms of giving up touchdowns, they have been pretty solid. Only 8 passing touchdowns and 7 rushing touchdowns. That is actually the number 1 scoring defense in the NFL. They've been dang good this season at holding teams to very few points. I think they're only averaging, just slightly under 18 points this season. And then finally, in terms of their red zone defense, they are giving up just a touchdown on 37.5% of opportunities this season. That is also number one in the NFL. The best red zone defense in the NFL is Denver's. Man, they've been looking good, and you could see that once Kansas City got into that red zone, that defense really began to tighten up. The pass rush got a little bit better, and yeah, man. Once you get inside that red zone, man, it almost seems like it flips. It becomes an advantage for the Denver Broncos on defense, man. A lot less space they have to worry about. They're aggressive, and they force the quarterback to get rid of the ball quickly, typically underneath the coverage. Bam, bam. All right. Broncos 3rd and 16. They have lost quite a bit of yardage on their last couple plays. They throw it underneath to Evans, and he will pick up maybe 6 or 7 yards, basically the same amount of yards that they lost on the first two plays. So, 4th down coming up for the Broncos. And they're going to get the Broncos for a false start here on the punt. All right, punt is away. Going to be caught right at the 5 to the 10 and taken down at the 11-yard line. That is a heck of a tackle by the Broncos coverage team. We also do have a flag. Let's freaking go, man. We got 3 people watching here. I appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Still trying to get the word on what the penalty is. If you're new to the channel or if you're new to the video, man, please make sure you leave a like and subscribe. It helps out the video, helps out the channel. It's a great free way to support us on here. So thank you. Okay, so looks like they're just picking up the flag. So the ball will be spotted at the 11. No penalty on the punt. Mahomes in the shotgun, running back to his left. 2 receivers spread out to the right side. Hunt with the carry. He's going to break a couple tackles, and he will get it down near the 18. So a gain of about 7. Quick throw to the right side. Gets it out to Noah Gray, and he'll pick up about 5 yards and a Kansas City 1st down. Yeah, dude. So far, Kansas City is looking like they want to throw the ball. That is their ninth toss versus just 4 runs. Mahomes looking, throwing it underneath the coverage, and his receiver goes out of bounds after a gain of about 5. And that's Hollywood Brown. Is Mahomes limping? Oh, it took a shot at the end of that one. Yeah, it looks like Zach Allen, the big man over the middle, taking down Mahomes after the throw. 2nd and 5, ball at the 27. Kareem Hunt carrying the ball, and he will get it down to the 30. It'll be 3rd and 2 coming up. Looks like there's some confusion with the Denver Broncos. 3rd and 2, Mahomes, quick throw, gets it out to the 35, to the 40, and it'll be a first down for Xavier Worthy, man. Way, way too much space for a guy that quick, man. You cannot give him that much space. And Mahomes, they just highlighted Mahomes' first completion as a pro, and that went to Demetrius Harris. I actually knew Demetrius a little bit. And a quick throw to the right. Nice little slant route by Rice, and that'll be a gain of about 4 or 5. I actually got to hold a scouting card. One of the scouts for Kansas City was went to one of my local colleges to basically try out Demetrius Harris, and I got to literally I was able to get to hold one of their quote unquote business cards. And I'll tell you right now, man, remember that scene from Psycho where they're like comparing business cards? It was I was like, oh, I was like, holy cow, man, you could if you throw this hard enough, you might be able to get somebody. You might just take some heads off with that freaking card. That thing was thick, man. Yeah, that wasn't just like one of those where you pick up at Kinko and you're like, oh yeah, it's like get a big stack of them for like $20. No, those were like get a stack of those. It might cost you a couple $100. All right, Kansas City did use a timeout here, trying to get situated on offense. 2nd and 5, ball at the 45. Mahomes in the shotgun, running back to his left, and Brown in motion to the right. Sets up a screen to Noah Gray over the middle, and he will pick up the first down. And that'll be right at the 49 of Denver. All right, Mahomes under center, single back in the backfield. Hands it off to Hunt, breaks the tackle, and will pick up about 4 yards down to the 45. Yeah, right now, Kansas City is just eating up this clock, man. Second and 6, quick throw, gets it out, first down, and that is Rashid Rice once again. Just a simple little quick out route there. Picks up a couple yards after the catch. Yeah, this Denver defense is definitely missing Patrick Surtain in this game. Handoff to Hunt. Up the middle, gets it across the 30, and falls forward down near the 28. Pickup of about 6, maybe 7. Nice job, man. That whole offensive line moving to the left, allowing Kareem to just kind of ride the wave behind him, trying to cut it to the right. All right, Mahomes in the shotgun, running back to his right. Quick throw, and it's going to be incomplete. We do have a flag on the field. It looks like it's going to be on Kansas City. Might be an illegal shift. Yeah, so it looks like it's still going to be second down, but Kansas City losing some yardage on the penalty. Second and 8. Mahomes in the shotgun, running back to his right. 2 receivers spread out to the left. Ball at the 34. Quick throw. And that'll be to Travis Kelce for his first catch of the day. And that'll get it down near the 30. Yeah, Travis, I don't know if I've seen him much on the field. I think once they get near the red zone, I think that's when they're putting Kelce back in, because last time I saw him, he was in the red zone when Kansas City was trying to get a touchdown. All right, 4 receiver set. Kelce in the slot to the left. Mahomes alone in the shotgun. Quick throw, gets it out of Kelce. He's to the 20, stays on his feet, and will get it near the 19. How do you let him get that open? That was a heck of a route, man. Basically a little mini zig route. Faked like he was cutting it in. Took it to the outside. Mahomes put it right on him. That's great timing right there, man. All right, Kansas City just inside the 20. Mahomes in the shotgun. Sorry, under center. Hands it off to his running back on the end around, and that'll be a gain of maybe 2 for Smith. We do have a flag. This might be on Kansas City here. Was it a low block? Nope, it's a holding on Kansas City. So moving on back. Hey, let's freaking go, man. We got 4 people watching. I appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If you haven't, please make sure you leave a like and subscribe to the channel, man. It helps out the video, helps out the channel. It's a great free way to support us on the channel. So thank you, thank you. All right, Mahomes dropping back, finds his receiver. He's open to the 15, and that's going to be a big gain for Kansas City, but there is a flag on the field. So if this catch stands, it'll be 3rd and 3, maybe 3rd and 2. Oh, okay. It'll be on the defense, so they'll decline that one. And we got 2nd down coming up here. Sorry, I think I said 3rd and 3, 3rd and 2. It's 2nd and short coming up. Ooh. Troutman able to get a fin on that one. All right, ball at the 11. Need to get it to the 9 for a 1st down. Mahomes in the shotgun. Hands it off to Kareem Hunt, and he will be brought down for a loss back at the 12. So 3rd and 2, maybe 3rd and 3 actually coming up. We're closing in on just 5 minutes left in the second quarter here, man. The Chiefs have just eaten up this freaking clock in the second quarter. All right, Mahomes alone in the shotgun. He's got some time. How is that not a hold? And we'll just throw this one away. We got 4th and 3 coming up. All right. Kansas City going to send out Butker for another kick to try to tie this one up. This one from 31. Kick is up, and it is good. And just like that, Kansas City, 6 unanswered points to tie it up here with 4:38 left in the second quarter. So that drive for Kansas City started at their own 11. They went 16 plays, 77 yards, in just over 9.5 minutes. That is insane. They basically took almost the entire second quarter. They took up nearly 10 minutes. All right. Let's look around the league at what the scores are. So we got the 49ers with just under 2 minutes left in the second quarter. They have the ball. They are up 19-10 over the Arizona Cardinals. They are in scoring position at Arizona's 38, it looks like. All right, next, the Rams and Seahawks at halftime. The Rams on top, 14-9 over Seattle. Obviously, Chiefs and Broncos tied at 6 with 4:38. And then with just a little over 4 minutes left in the half, Ravens are down 3-13 to the Cleveland Browns. What the heck is going on here? No, come on. All right, Lamar, 5 of 10, 94 yards, 0 touchdowns, 1 interception. Derrick Henry, 8 for 30, and a touchdown on the ground. Zay Flowers, 1 catch for 45 yards. Mark Andrews, 2 for 22. And the Ravens have given up 2 sacks, and they've lost a fumble on top of the interception. So turnovers playing a big role in the 10-point lead for the Cleveland Browns. It's going to be a decent return down near the 27 for Mims there. All right, Bo looking, throws it over the middle. He gets his man. First down and a gain of about 15. And that's the rookie Bryant, who's been having a pretty good game. That is his third catch and his third time picking up a first down. Kansas City nearly able to make a play on that one. All right, 1st and 10, ball at the 44. Little play action, rolling, and he's going to just throw that one away. 2nd and 10, Jones and Karlaftis putting the pressure on him. Steve, I hope Detroit lose, because if they win against the Eagles, they will put Dallas in a very difficult situation. I am hoping that Detroit loses as well, man. And then the weird thing is, if that happens, that means Chicago will be at the top of the NFC North. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. All right. Bo, quick throw to the left. He's got his man, and he will only pick up about 2, maybe 3 before going out of bounds. 3rd down coming up. Clock is going to be stopped at 3:46. And the Broncos, man, refusing to run the ball without J.K. Dobbins, man. He's unfortunately their number 1 running back. He is going to be out for the rest of the season with a Liz Frank injury. All right, Bo in the shotgun, running back to his left. Pressure, throws, and it goes right through the hands of Troy Franklin, which is unfortunately not an uncommon sight. I think Franklin might be one of the top receivers in terms of drops, so definitely not a statistic that you want to be leading the NFL in. Literally, it just goes right through his hands. And the punt is away, and Kansas City will have a chance here before the half. Oh. Sorry about that, guys. Never moved the ball. Sorry. Boom. All right. So we got another timeout here, another commercial break. While we have that, let's talk about the offensive stats for these teams. We talked about the defense earlier. Now, offensively, if you look, starting with Kansas City on this side, they are putting up 149 yards through the air. That is good for 5th, and they've needed to, man. They have unfortunately played from behind significantly more than they have throughout the last few years. So right now they are ranked 5th. Something to look out for. Right now they are currently leading the Denver Broncos in passing yards offensively. So, and then when it comes to the running game, still pretty darn good. 129 on the ground. That is good for 12th. And when it comes to turnovers, man, one of the cleanest teams in the NFL. 5 interceptions, and they have 0 fumbles on the season, man. That is good for second in the NFL with just 5 turnovers offensively. And then when it comes to the touchdowns, they've actually been pretty solid as well. 17 through the air, 11 on the ground. That has not changed, obviously, because it's only been field goals in this game. That is good for eighth offensively, one of the better scoring offenses in the NFL. And then finally, when it comes to scoring percentage, how many drives are ending with a score? And they are at 50%, which is good for second in the NFL. The second most efficient scoring offense in the NFL in Kansas City. 50% of the time, they're coming away with some type of points, whether field goal or touchdown. And then finally, on the Broncos side, putting up 206 through the air, good for 18th. They're putting up 129 on the ground, good for 9th. And then when it comes to turnovers, quite a bit more. 12 total turnovers, 4 fumbles, 8 interceptions, couple bull overthrows that we've seen on the channel. They are the 19th ranked offense when it comes to turnovers, so kind of in that bottom half, not what you want to see. But they balanced it out with 28 offensive touchdowns, 8 through the air, 10 on the ground, good for 8th. They are tied with Kansas City with the 8th best scoring offense in the NFL, at least when it comes to touchdowns. Quick throw by Mahomes there on the flat route will pick up about 2 or 3 yards. 2nd and 6 coming up. And then finally, how many drives are finishing up with some type of points offensively for the Broncos? Only scoring about 34% of the time. That is 26th in the NFL. So definitely, if you've seen some Bronco games, there are definitely some times where they are frustratingly inconsistent. It's going to be a run up the middle. Kareem Hunt picking up about 5 yards, setting up a 3rd and short for Kansas City here. 2-minute warning is approaching. We're about 10 seconds away. Kansas City will likely just take it to the 2-minute warning. So we're on a commercial break. We're not missing a thing right now. 2-minute warning. Kansas City still has the ball. It'll be 3rd down for them. All right, let's look. Some of these games are heading to halftime. Some of them are starting their 3rd quarter. So for the 49ers, 5 seconds left. I think they might have just tacked on a field goal. Might have been actually a couple minutes ago. So 49ers up 22-10 over the Cardinals with just a few seconds left in that half. Rams and Seahawks still at halftime. Rams on top 14-9. Looks like they just started their third quarter just right now. Seahawks with the ball. All right, we're back here. 3rd and 1. Mahomes, play action, looking, and he goes down for a sack. Back at the 11. Woo! Holy cow. A pair of Broncos bringing him down. So it goes number 51, Quay Robinson, the rookie. And then finally, big number 93, DJ Jones. They combine on the sack on 3rd and 1. So I've never heard of Quay Robinson. Quandarius or Quay Robinson, 4th round pick in this year's draft out of Alabama. Okay. And Kansas City will punt it away with about a minute 50, and the ball goes out of bounds. Mims unable to return this one. .146, and we're going to go to another commercial break. Literally, this is the 3rd commercial break in the last, I would say, within the last 60 seconds of the actual game time. Because they took a commercial break, I think like around 2:30, 2:40. Then they took another commercial break at the 2-minute warning, and now we're going to take another commercial break here with 146. Come on. Broncos have Deuce Vaughn. Okay. Deuce Vaughn, man. I remember when he got drafted, he was the shortest running back to ever be drafted into the NFL at 5'6", which is just disrespectful. You don't need to. That's not a stat you need to give out. All right, we got 1st and 10 here. Bo in the shotgun, running back to his left, stepping up in the pocket, going to take off and run to the 30, and slides at the 35. Clock is going to continue to run, 1:35. Broncos do have 2 timeouts, but they're going to try to save those once they get into field goal range. Bo in the shotgun, running back to his left. 2 receivers on that left side. Takes the snap. Pressure, delivers a throw, and he is going to be nearly intercepted. Wallace able to make a play on the ball. 3rd and 2. I mean, Wallace had it right in his hands, but he had to basically lay out for a chance at that one and unable to haul that one in. Would have been the first turnover of the game. Oh, Steve, sorry, man. I missed your chat, man. I'm sorry. I really don't know team that have been consistent week by week except New England. And even then, man, they've had a couple plays here and there or a couple drives where they don't look great. It's been weird. Bo with the keeper, and he's going to be very close to a first down, and they're marking him about a yard or half a yard shy. Clock is going to continue to run. 4th and inches coming up. Yeah, I think they give him a bad spot, in my opinion. And the Broncos are taking this one down all the way to about 37 seconds left in the half. And Denver, after taking a little bit of time, they are going to go with the punting unit and just, which I think is smart. They're basically, if they don't get this, they would be giving Kansas City the ball inside their own 40. So not what you want. Inside Denver's 40, I should say. Caught at the 12, returned to the 20, and taken down at the 24. 27 seconds left. Kansas City has 2 timeouts. Sorry, I missed a couple timeouts by Denver. There we go. Quick throw to the right. Gets it out near the 37, and I think they're going to have to use a timeout here. Nice catch there by Hollywood Brown along the right sideline. Yeah, Riley Moss trying to make sure he does not get beat deep. Yeah. Andy Reid telling Brown, dude, you were literally a half a step away from going out of bounds. Catch it and go out of bounds. What are you doing trying to come back? All right, once again, at the 37, Mahomes in the shotgun, running back to his left. 2 receivers on that left side. And it looks like they're going to get the left tackle there for a false start. That's Simmons, who I think is a rookie this year. Yep, Josh Simmons, rookie out of Ohio State. He was their first round draft pick here in this year's draft. Mahomes dropping back, pressure, gets out of a sack, running to his right. He delivers a ball, and it's nearly caught by Rashid Rice in and out of his hands. It would have gotten them near field goal range. That would have been a 50. I'm trying to think here. I'm trying to do the math in my head. Yeah, that would have been about a 62 plus yarder, but they would have had a chance to run a couple plays to wind that one down. All right, Mahomes, low snap and rolling, and this play is going to be blown dead. It's going to be a timeout by Denver, their last. All right, we got 12 seconds left. All right, Mahomes in the shotgun, running back to his left. Three receivers on that left side as well. He's got time. Over the middle and in and out of the hands of Travis Kelce. 7 seconds left. We got 3rd and 15. Yeah, it goes right through Kelsey's hands. Mahomes looking for a quick throw, and Hollywood Brown taken down after just a gain of 3, and that'll. Is that going to be it? Clock is stopped at 1 second. And Kansas City will use their final one here. Might be going for a Hail Mary. I mean, this would have to be a hell of a throw by Mahomes. All right, Denver sends 4 guys basically at the 10-yard line. Got 3 guys about 7 to 10 yards away from the line of scrimmage. Looks like they're going to send 3. They send 4. And there might be a penalty on the Broncos. They might get Nick Benito a little too eager to try to get in the backfield. It'll still be 4th down, but that's going to give Kansas City an extra 5 yards. So all right, Mahomes in the shotgun, running back to his left. 3 receivers bunched up on the right side. Ball right at the 40. Pressure. Down goes Mahomes. And they sent the corner blitz by number 29, McMillan, able to bring down Mahomes just before the half on fourth down. I should say right at halftime. So, holy cow. So, both of these offenses sucking a whole lot in the first half. All we saw were 2 field goals by each team. They each had a chance inside the red zone. Almost every single one of these kicks was under 35 yards. So that meant they were inside the 20 in the red zone, and neither team, after 2 attempts, able to get into the end zone. And we are all tied up at halftime at 6-6. Unbelievable. All right. Let's look around the league. So 49ers up 25-10 at halftime over the Cardinals. Seahawks able to tack on a field goal to make it 12-14. They are still down by 2, but they keep on kicking and just eating away at this lead. I think that is their 4th field goal. Josh Myers, who I picked up in fantasy, has been top notch today. All right, at halftime, the Browns have a 16-10 lead over the Baltimore Ravens. And obviously, here we are all tied up at 6. So we are watching the lowest scoring game of the late afternoon. Come on, man. Of course. Of course. All right. So, just a reminder, guys, we will be streaming one more game after this Broncos Kansas City game. We'll be doing the Lions and the Eagles for Sunday night. So, please make sure you tune in to that one. That one should be, on paper, should be a pretty good game. We know the Lions are going to put up points. They are not a team that's going to be held to just 7 or 10 points. They find ways to put up points in many, many different ways. The Eagles, if they play anything like they did, especially offensively, if they play like they did against the Packers on Monday night offensively, they are going to get their butts whooped by this Detroit team. But their defense was pretty good, holding the Packers to just 7 points. So, yeah, take the good with the bad. Either way, that should be a really good game. That should be a game that everybody last year, when the Detroit Lions made the playoffs, when the Eagles made the playoffs, they were arguably the 2 best teams in the NFC. And that was a matchup that people were looking forward to. Many predicted they would be playing in the NFC Championship game. Instead, Detroit gets beat in the divisional round by the Commanders. And then obviously, Eagles beat the Commanders, blah, blah, blah. But yeah, man, this should be a good one. This should be a good matchup. Hopefully, Saquon and Jalen Hurts are able to put up some points. Hopefully, A.J. Brown and Smith are able to kind of gel with their quarterback and kind of get things going here, man, because we want something entertaining. Primetime games over the last, I would say, 2 or 3 weeks have been kind of weak. So hopefully we can get a good matchup tonight. All right. So before I talk about the stats here, I'm going to take a quick pit stop here. So I'll be back. Guess who's back? Back again. David's back. Tell a friend. All right, man. Sorry about that, guys. Woo. All right. All right. Once again, the stats are not going to look pretty, but Mahomes throwing the ball 24 times in this game, completing 17, 125 through the air, 0 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. Kareem Hunt leading rusher, 8 carries, 39 yards. Not surprising with Isaiah Pacheco out with the injury. Hollywood Brown, 4 catches, 40 yards. Rashid Rice, 5 for 35. And Xavier Worthy, 3 for 25. And Travis Kelce just held to just 2 catches for 14 yards. Shamir Connor with the sack. He actually opened that up. It was the very first play from scrimmage for the Broncos. Able to come on a corner blitz there from the left side. It was a heck of a play. And then finally, Chris Jones has the second sack for Kansas City. That actually came at the end of that offensive drive for the Broncos. So Kansas City able to kind of bookend that opening drive by Denver by forcing them to kick a field goal, but also booking it with a penalty. With a sack on the first play and then a sack on the final one. And Broncos. So right now, Bo Nix, 10 for 15, 80 yards, 0 picks, 0 interceptions. R.J. Harvey did attempt one that was nearly picked off in the red zone, trying to get it to Bo Nix on a trick play there down the left sideline. Bo Nix is the leading rusher, 2 carries, 9 yards. That is awful, awful, awful for the Broncos. They are missing J.K. Dobbins, who unfortunately once again is out for the year. He was placed on he had surgery and was placed on season-ending injury reserve yesterday on the 15th. Jaleel McLaughlin, 3 for 7 yards, and then R.J. Harvey, 3 for 4. So not much going there for the Broncos. Pat Bryant, 3 catches, 29 yards, 3 first downs. Evan Ingram, 3 for 24. Cortland Sutton, just that 1 catch for 21 yards. I think that came on the opening drive down the field when it was 3rd and long. And then Jaquan McMillan has a sack that we just saw to end the half. DJ Jones and who else? Quadarius Robinson, they combined on a sack. All right. Yeah, so right now, Kansas City, 151 yards on offense. Broncos, just 88. Not good. Both teams are averaging less than 4.5 yards per play. 10 first downs for the Chiefs, 5 for the Broncos. Chiefs, just 2 of 7 on 3rd down. Actually, the same as the Broncos, 2 for 7. So terrible efficiency. Each has given up 2 sacks. Broncos have punted 3 times to the Chiefs 2, and then finally 10 total penalties in this game so far. 7 for Kansas City, 3 for the Broncos, and they are closing in on 100 penalty yards. Right now, they are at 99 penalty yards on 10 penalties. Man, that is. So yeah, we almost have more penalty flags than we do points. We've already had a game like that. It was not an enjoyable watch. Alrighty. All right, we're still at halftime here. I'm just working on a few things for tonight. All right, looks like the third quarter is about to get underway here. And the Chiefs should be getting the ball here to start the second half. Kick is away, caught right at the goal line, return to the 10, to the 15, to the 20. Picking a spot to the 25 and across the 30 down near the 33. That is Thornton with a heck of a return. All right. Handoff up the middle, Kareem Hunt, leading rusher in this game, and that picks up about 3 yards. Second and 7 coming up. Throw to the left and goes right through the hands of Rashid Rice. Mahomes looking, has time, throws to the right, and he's intercepted to the 40, to the 30, 20, 10, 5. Touchdown, Denver. We do have a flag. And it's going to be on the Broncos. It's an illegal contact. Yep. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. So it's only 5 yards, but unfortunately that'll be an automatic first down. All right, Mahomes in the shotgun, running back to his right. He's got 3 receivers on that left side. Kelsey in the slot. Looking, finds Kelsey wide open to the 45, to the 50, to the 45, and down near the 42 of Denver. First down, Kansas City. running a shallow cross there towards the right sideline. And once again, how do you allow one of the best tight ends in NFL history that wide open? All right, ball at the 43. Mahomes in the shotgun, running back to his left. Hands it off to Kareem Hunt, running to the right side. He'll get it across the 40 down to the 39. All right. Fakes the handoff. Finds Kelsey again across the 30 down near the 27. All right. 1st and 10. Throw Kelsey again, and he's going to be very close to a first down. Woo! 3 catches by Travis Kelsey, man. Seastrom, oh my gosh, I didn't even realize Packers won with 27. Telling you, man, they are a perfect 4-0 with 27 points, man. 27 is the Packers' number this season. Quick throw to the right side. He'll pick up a first down. We do have a flag, though. Kareem Hunt slow to get up. They're already without Isaiah Pacheco in this game. They cannot afford to lose. Ooh, and that play is coming back, an illegal formation. Move it back, or a false start. Oh no, illegal formation. There we go. And who is it? We know. Not lined up correctly. Helmet not on the waist of the center. And Jawan Taylor gets caught again. Lining up way, way too far back. Mahomes stepping up, finds Kelsey, and this one, oh, actually, no, this is not even Noah Gray. That is Bobby Tonyan, baby. Big Bob, former Green Bay Packer legend. Robert Tonyan with a big 1-yard catch. Let's go. Should have been a Pro Bowler in his time in Green Bay. Got robbed by a guy that's actually playing in this game. That was Evan Ingram. I think Evan caught 2 touchdown passes. And that season, blitz, screen, and that's going to be incomplete. 3rd and 14. A heck of a play there by the Broncos, man. Sending a late blitz, a couple guys from the secondary, able to put pressure on Mahomes, and then able to make a play on Kareem Hunt. But as I was saying, Robert Tonyan, I think he finished that season with, was it like 11 or 12 touchdown catches? It was insane, man. He should have been a Pro Bowler. All right. 3rd and 14, ball at the 21. Mahomes looking, dropping back, has time, stepping up in the pocket. Gonna run and finds, intercepted. Oh, intercepted at the 5. He's returned to the 20, to the 30, stays on his feet, and is going to be brought down by Thornton, who forces a fumble, but it goes out of bounds. There is a flag, so that return is probably going to come back, but I think the interception is going to stand. And even Mahomes, dude, Mahomes is all the way down there, man. He was almost the second guy to bring down the returner on that one. So they're still trying to sort this out, whether it's an actual penalty. Did it come before the interception? Did it come after the interception? Either way, man. But Seastrom, what are you looking forward to with your Cowboys tomorrow, man? What's your prediction? What is your prediction, my dude? All right. So it looks like the interception will stand. That's not going to be the issue. The issue is the return going to stand? Because he took it back quite a bit. There were 2 fouls on the play, both after the change of possession. So the interception is going to stand. Personal foul, illegal block against the return team. 98. And then unsportsmanlike conduct by the Denver's bench. Just a stupid decision by the Broncos, man. Like, dude, you're on the sidelines. Come on, man. Don't be an idiot. Just cost your team a bunch of yards for no reason. Dummies. All right. So they're going to go to a commercial break here. But when we come back, it'll be Denver's ball after a heck of a defensive play. Yeah, man. I mean, Mahomes has been kind of risking the biscuit a little bit in this game. That he could easily have had what another, at least for sure, another interception for sure. Um, Obviously, I think one of them was called back from a penalty, so that there was that. But yeah, he's been. I mean, the guy has thrown the ball. I think what 30 times already in this game, and we're nowhere near the fourth. Got the hiccups. That's what interceptions do to me, man. But yeah, man, it was bound to happen. It just stinks, man, because Mahomes and Kelsey, man, they were starting to get really on the same page on this one, man. They were looking great. And all of that, man, all of that just gone to waste. Couldn't even get a field goal attempt out of the drive. That's tough. Oh, they actually got they actually got Sean Payton getting in the way of one of the referees. So that was the that was the unsportsmanlike conduct. All right. Play action, rolling out to his right, and it's going to be a nice catch by Franklin, who's fighting for yardage and will pick up about 8, maybe 9. right, we got 2nd and 2, ball at the 19. Handoff, Harvey running straight down the line and picks up about 4 and a first down for Denver. Ball at the 23. Mahomes. Bo alone in the shotgun. 3 receivers to the left side. Takes the snap. Pressure. Immediate. Running. And throws this one away. Sheesh. Chris Jones just literally unblocked in the B gap. Oh, no. He just absolutely destroyed the guard. That's what it was. He ran through him like water, man. Jesus. And quick throw to the left, and Mims stopped up after just a gain of 2 there on basically on the bubble screen. All right, Bo in the shotgun, running back to his left. Single receiver on that left side. Kansas City looks like they're playing a little bit of man coverage, a little tight coverage. Bo looks, he throws, he's got his man, and that's a first down catch by Troy Franklin in stride, picking up big chunks of yardage. Ooh. Oh, Fulton trying to jam him right at the line, did not work. And Franklin picking up about 25 yards down the field, man, getting it across the 50. And they are going to be in Kansas City's 40. Woo. Bo in the shotgun, running back to his right. Quick throw, gets it out to Cortland Sutton, it looks like. And that'll be a gain of about 12. Another first down for the Broncos. They are within field goal range now. Couple spin moves by Cortland Sutton, making it work. All right, Bo in the shotgun, running back to his right. 2 receivers on that right side. And he will pick up maybe 2 yards. RJ Harvey there, the rookie, being kind of thrust into the starting lineup now with J.K. Dobbins out for the year. And we still got 6:15 left in the third. All right, Bo in the shotgun, running back to his left. Single receiver to that left side. Ball at the 26. Pressured by Kansas City. Gets it out to his running back, and he'll get it out there to the 20. RJ Harvey able to haul that one in for a decent gain. It's a heck of a tackle there by Cooks, man. He was if he doesn't bring him down, he's going off for a first down and probably more. All right, ball just inside the 19. Quick throw, gets it out. He's to the 15, to the 10, and down near the 9, and that's a first and goal for the Broncos. All right, man. They're trying to get Harvey involved in the passing game. I like it. Quick throws, cuts it just inside the corner or the safety overdoing it there on the angle. Over pursuing. That was the word I was trying to use. All right, ball just at the 8, hands off to the right. He's got some room, and he'll get it down inside the 5, down near the 4-yard line. That is Jaleel McLaughlin. Woo! Look at that big dog out there. Woo! Mercedes Lewis leading the way. 41 years old, playing tight end, the oldest tight end in NFL history. Entering his 20th season, the only player that is older and has played for more seasons is Aaron Rodgers, who he played with over there in Green Bay. Run up the middle, and this is going to get... It's in the end zone. Did they blow the whistle dead? And they did not. Touchdown, Denver. The first touchdown of the night. No. Oh, it's offsides on Kansas City, so that'll be declined, and the touchdown will stand. I thought they was going to be against the Broncos. I was like, no. I got to give it to number 6, man, for the Kansas City Chiefs. Cooks stayed in there, man. He stopped McLaughlin, but then once the big guys started pushing, just went right past him, man. That was good effort there by Cook. Kick is up, and it is good. Broncos up 13-6. And there it is, man. The Broncos able to pay off the interception, even though they were started inside their own 15. Even after the penalty on the return, still able to get into the end zone, man. So we're on a commercial break. We're not missing a thing. We'll see if Kansas City can respond with their first touchdown of the day, man. It's been a weird one. The defenses definitely ruled the day so far, man. And obviously Mahomes throwing that first interception. Basically the first turnover was by the Chiefs, and they are also the defense that gave up the first touchdown on the day. the coverage team, bringing him down at the 25. Holy cow. All right, Mahomes in the shotgun, running back to his left. He's got a single receiver on that left side. Ball at the 25. Gets it out to Xavier Worthy, who will not be able to haul that one in. That ball just a little bit too far behind him. Mahomes ends up on the ground. Mahomes. Quick throw, gets it out to Kelsey on the right side, and he is going to be gang tackled after a gain of 3. All right, 3rd and 7. Ball at the 28. Mahomes, with a little bit of time, throws it deep down the field over the middle, and catch! Catch by Thornton. And holy cow, man, the young man making plays. Tight coverage. McMillan almost able to make a play on the ball. That would have been Mahomes' second pick. But Mahomes able to put it just enough air there. Damn, dude, that is a heck of a play by Tyquan Thornton. All right, 1st and 10 from the 11. Quick throw to the outside, gets it out to Burchard Smith, and he'll fight his way down to the 5. Gain of 6. Let me see here. Steve, I keep on missing your stuff, man. I'm so sorry. Do you think Kansas can miss this season playoffs if they keep performing like this? Do I think they'll miss the playoffs? Unfortunately, yeah. If they don't play a little bit more efficiently on offense, yes. It's gonna be an end around there to the right, and Rashid Rice just absolutely smacked after a gain of 3. It'll be 3rd and short. Yeah, I think they need to definitely be playing a little bit more consistent offensively. I think their defense, in my opinion, has actually been underperforming more than the offense at times. So to answer your question, if they play like they did in the first half, yes, they will probably miss the playoffs because there's a lot of competitive teams in the AFC right now. But I think they'll make it. I think they will. And it's going to be a 1st down run by Kareem Hunt. He might have gotten into the end zone. We got one referee saying yes, the other one's not saying anything yet, but it looks like Kansas City gets their first touchdown drive of the day. 49 seconds left in the 3rd. going on here, man? Steve, I hope they can continue like until Dallas beats them after they can do whatever they want. That's fair. I hope they continue like this until Dallas beats them after they can do whatever they want. That is fair, sir. Extra point is good. Kansas City tying it up here late in the third with a massive bomb to the rookie Tyquan Thornton. Actually, hold on. Is Thornton a rookie? You would think I would double check this stuff before I say no. He is not. He's been in the league since 2022. He was a second round pick for New England. I should know that. Come on. Especially because I've talked about Tyquan early this season. Because when they had the injuries to Xavier Worthy, Rashid Rice was still suspended. Tyquan actually had some big plays for them down the field, man. I would say he was probably arguably their most consistent down the field option. Even though that Hollywood Brown was actually their number one receiver for a bit, he wasn't really the guy that they were asking to get down the field. That was Thornton. So, yeah, I should know Thornton is not a rookie. But it's been a while since he's been part of the offense. All right, kick is away. Caught at the 5, to the 15, to the 20, 25, and Mims stays on his feet and gets it across the 30 down near the 31. There is a flag, though. Likely going to be on the Broncos. That's usually how these special teams penalties go. They usually go to the team that is trying to advance the ball. And that's what it's going to be. Penalty on Denver, man. All right, we got 41 seconds left. Bo under center, single back in the backfield. Fakes the handoff. Throws it down the field. He's got a man open to the 50, to the 45, 40, 35, and down near the 31. And Bryant might have gotten knocked out. the rookie was running so fast when he got tackled, he basically kind of dove forward, and when he landed on the turf, he basically landed head and shoulder first. But then a defender also landed on top of him. So, and yeah, his body just went limp after. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, so they're gonna go to a commercial break while they check out the rookie. Dang, dude, that was a freaking hard hit. It looked like Brian was trying to like kind of duck his head underneath to kind of just roll. That way, when he lands, he just kind of goes forward. But he ended up being basically his head just ended up getting spiked into the ground. I don't think he didn't realize that there was a defender that was gonna fall on top of him. So yeah, so his weight and then the defender's weight landed basically right on his head as he was hitting the ground. So damn. So that was a 48-yard catch and run by Pat Bryant. He is apparently walking off the field under his own power. He does not have his helmet. The trainers took the helmet away from him, which is, I mean, that was obviously going to happen there. So all right, we're back. Ball at the 32. Bo, play action, gets it out to Evan Ingram. He's to the 30, breaks a tackle to the 25 and down after a gain of 9. Second and 1 coming up. All right, man. That is going to be the final play of the third. To the fourth we go. All right, still on the commercial break here. So that the offense is definitely started to open up a little bit more in the third. Obviously, outside of the points, there are plays down the field. Thornton. We just saw Pat Bryant pick up a big catch over the middle. Yeah, man, it's you're beginning to see them a little bit more, kind of opening up a little bit, taking advantage of what the defenses are kind of giving them, but also the way that these defenses are playing. Man, they're playing a lot of man coverage. I even said it just before that Pat Bryant catch that looks like the Kansas City Chiefs were playing a little bit of man. They're trying to jam Pat on that play, and then able to get down the field, man. So we'll see if these defenses continue to be as aggressive as they've been. All right, 2nd and 1, ball at the 23. Bo Nix rolling out to his right. He's going to take off, and oh no, he throws it at the last second, and that's going to be a catch by the fullback, maybe a tight end there for a first down. Oh, actually, that's the backup running back, Pretens. What the heck is his name? Yeah, you're seeing me right now have a freaking brain fart. Oh, Adam Prentice, the fullback. There we go. Oh, they're saying he didn't catch it. Okay, so 3rd and 1. Run up the middle, and R.J. Harvey getting it across the 20 down to the 19. First down for the rookie running back. All right. Pitch to the left. It's going to pick up nothing on that one. R.J. Harvey being brought down by George Karlaftis. That was a heck of a play there. Bo looking, sets up a screen there to the left, and that one goes for maybe a yard. That was to Tyler Batty. Right now, Denver's just running through all of their running backs, all of their fullbacks. We've seen Prentice try to catch one. We've seen Tyler Batty. We've seen Jaleel McLaughlin, R.J. Harvey. All right, ball at the 20. Bo alone in the shotgun. Lofts one up to the left, and that'll be incomplete. Trying to get it to Cortland Sutton. Looks like Sutton was hoping for a flag, but I mean, it just wasn't a really great throw. Yeah, and never really gave Sutton a chance. He did have a guy in the slot open that could have picked up a couple of yards, maybe a first down if he broke a tackle. And Will Lutz, perfect on the day, and he gives the Broncos a 4th quarter lead here. We got 12:50 left in this game. All right, looks like we're coming back from the commercial break here. We're going to see what Kansas City can do, man. They're looking good on that final drive, man. Able to hit something deep down the field. Got into the end zone. That running game looking a little bit better. Caught right at the 1, to the 10, to the 15, to the 20. Breaks the tackle, stays on his feet, and gets it across the 25 down to the 27. All right, Mahomes under center. Hands it off to Kareem Hunt. He's to the 30, 35, and leapfrogs over a defender for a gain of about 11 and a first down. Woo. All right. Kareem Hunt, another one up the middle. This one not as successful, right at the line. 0 yards on the carry. 2nd and 10 coming up. Mahomes in the shotgun, running back to his left. Looking, pressure, rolling out to his right, and he will throw this one away. We do have a flag in the backfield. Could be against Kansas City. Might be holding. And that's going to be a holding penalty on Kansas City. It's going to be moving him back. Oh. Oh, I thought, okay. I just saw the head ref start running, and I was like, oh, is there a fight? I was like, no, just talking to Sean Payton. Mahomes rolling out, avoids a sack, He's going to take off and run. He'll pick up the first down, but once again, we do have another flag in the backfield. This one likely coming back. All right, Mahomes dropping back. This is 3rd and 19. Deep throw to the right, and they're going to get Riley Moss. He basically tackled Hollywood Brown down the field. One of the most penalized individuals when it comes to defensive PI. Yeah, man. So, despite all the holding penalties on Kansas City on the last couple plays, it all gets wiped away, and it's going to be an automatic first down. All right, we got 10:53 left. 2 receivers to the left. Mahomes under center. Ball at the 25. Play action. Sidestep in the pass rusher and trying to get it to Kelsey underneath, and that'll be incomplete. 2nd and 10. I think Mahomes just almost got punched on that last play, man. All right. 2nd and 10. Ball still at the 25. Mahomes in the shotgun, running back to the left. Quick throw, gets it out to, I believe that might be Kelsey, and he'll pick up 4 yards down to the 21. 3rd and 6 coming. All right, Mahomes in the shotgun. Single receiver to the left, running back to his left. Looks like there's a 3 tight end set. Kelsey catching it, and he breaks a tackle to the 15, to the 10. 5, touchdown, Travis Kelsey. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. One of the most productive and dangerous duos in NFL history. Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelsey, just tack on another one, and that is Travis Kelsey's 84th career touchdown as a Kansas City Chief, surpassing Priest Holmes as the most of all time. And the extra point is blocked. And it's only going to be recovered, and that is it. They could not take it all the way back. Wow. So Hufana was the guy that missed the tackle on Kelsey that resulted in the touchdown. And it was blocked right up the middle. This is a 3-point game. right, man. It's starting to get a little, it's starting to get a little interesting here. Oh man. All right, let's check around the league. Some of these games are well into their fourth quarter at this point, I feel like. All right, 49ers with 4 minutes left. They are just whooping on the Cardinals right now, 41-16. 49ers with the ball. Seahawks with less than 2 minutes left. They are down by 2 points. Rams up 21-19, and it's 4th and 10 at their own 49. They're likely going to be punting this one away. All right, Broncos catching it inside the 5, getting it across the 25 and down near the 28. 6:26 left in the fourth. The Ravens are still trailing the Browns 13-16. Ravens do have the ball. They need to win this game, man. They cannot afford to drop a game in the division, especially. Holy cow, man. Lamar has been sacked 5 times in this game. It's not good. All right. Bo under center, ball at the 28, single back in the backfield, single receiver to the left. Hands it off. He's got, oh, dude, he had so much room. If he cuts it to the right, only picks up 3, maybe 4, but oh my God, dude, Jaleel McLaughlin had. Dude, he had so much space. All right, ball at the nearly the 32. Bo in the shotgun, running back to his right. He's got some time, pressured, gets out of a sack, and will just throw this one away. One of his offensive linemen basically just ending up on the ground. They're going to have a discussion whether he intentionally grounded this ball. And there it is. There's the flag. Yeah, there is not a single receiver anywhere. All right. Third and 16. Ball back at the 22. Three receivers to the right, single receiver to the left. Bo in the shotgun, running back to his left. Kansas City getting some pressure. Throws it underneath to Prentice, and he is going to come up about 3 yards shy of the first. So 4th and 3 coming up. Oh, okay. Denver is apparently staying out on the field. Clock is running low. 12 seconds. 10, 9. Oh no. 5, 4. Play clock is running real low. 2, 1, and it's gonna be a penalty. Right tackle moved way before the play. That is Mike McGlinchey, man. A guy that has been in the league for a long time. Sean Payne had a couple choice words for his players there. That is the 8th team penalty of this game for the Broncos. That is 9 penalties, 136 yards. And they're going to punt it away. Nearly blocked. But it's going to be a really good punt. It's going to be somewhere around the 20, maybe the 15. All right. Wow. So Cochran able to dive, and he literally missed it by maybe a foot. The ball was kicked kind of to the right, and Cochran just kind of was coming from that right side, but he was kind of coming across. So I think if he would have strained it out a little bit, it would have been blocked right. That was a close one. That was nearly a game-changing play there for Kansas City. All right, some of these games are going to be close to being over. Seahawks with the ball, 9 seconds left. They have it at their own 38. They're down by 2, just 9 seconds. They have one timeout. So they're going to have to pick up, what? We're looking at 15 to 20 yards on this play and get it down under 9 seconds. Let me see here. Steve, Denver don't perform like their record are 8-2. They perform like they're just a mid team, not just this game, but also the last games. Yeah, man. I think we're forgetting that this team is still young, very very young. They lost their number one running back this just literally just a couple days ago. He got injured in the last game, but they only just put him on IR yesterday. So yeah, this team is still, a second year quarterback, rookie running back, a lot of young guys outside of Cortland Sutton at the receiver position. They don't really have a true tight end, in my opinion. They have an elite defense for sure. So I think it's the same issue with the Packers. Their defense is good. Their offense is madly inconsistent. It's going to be a run to the right. And no, okay, there's going to be a flag. False start. And they're going to get Noah Gray on the penalty. So, yeah. I do agree that they don't necessarily play like an 8-2 team. I think they've done a good job of coming back in the fourth. They came back against the Eagles. They came back against the Giants. They came back against. There's one more team. I'm literally just forgetting what the heck they played. All right, Mahomes under center, ball back at the 7. Single back in the backfield, a little play action, pressure, and Kareem Hunt able to break a tackle, but only gets about 3 yards down to the 10. The Texans. That's right. They beat the Texans 18-15. They were trailing for most of that game. What else? Yeah. I think those are the biggest ones that I'm looking at here. So, yeah, Eagles, Giants, Texans. They've come back. So, yeah. That offense is definitely inconsistent. I would agree. 2nd and 12, ball at the 10. Mahomes in the shotgun, running back to his left. 3 receivers on that right side. Gets it out to Kelsey, and he's going to be taken down at the 19. Gain of 9. All right. 3rd and 2. It's going to be big. You got less than 6:45. Throws, and it's going to be incomplete. Trying to get it to Brashad Smith along the left sidelines, and just the ball was either late or Smith kind of took it upfield a little bit too far. Yeah, because when that throw was happening, man, the safety nearly able to get there to pick it off. So that's why I think it might have been late. But I don't know, man. Because Smith was open. That's not the issue. All right, going to be caught at the 22. He's going to have a chance to return it to the 30, to the 35, 40, and out of bounds near the 45. No flags. And we got 6:30 left in the game. Denver down by 3, and they have the ball near midfield. All right. So, unfortunately, the Rams are going to win. They beat the Seahawks 21-19. The 49ers finish off with a 41-22 victory over their division rival, Arizona Cardinals. So, it looks like the 49ers and the Rams kind of distinguishing themselves in that division a little bit. Seattle's still there. Obviously, they're not going away anytime soon. But tough loss for them. They dropped to 7-2. Is that right? Here. No, they're going to drop to 7-3. 7-3. They just haven't updated the records, apparently. Come on. Come on. And Baltimore, with less than 2.5 left, they have taken the lead 23-16, but the Cleveland Browns do have the ball at their own 35. Derrick Henry, 18 carries for $103 and a touchdown. Looks like he broke off a 59-yard touchdown. Lamar, 14 for 25, 193, 2 interceptions in this game. I think there's also a fumble for the Ravens. So handful of turnovers for the Ravens, and that's why this game is so darn close. It's going to be a quick throw down the right sidelines, and Troutman catching that ball with his flippers and going off for about 8 or 9 yards. Oh, I'm just watching the touchdown by the Ravens, and it was a trick play to Andrews. They looked like they were going to just run the ball with a QB sneak instead of it was a handoff, basically an end around to the right side, and Andrews just took off. Wow. All right. Broncos with the ball at the 47, run up the middle here, and Harvey getting it down near the 40 and a first down for the Broncos. Another handoff, this one to the right. And Harvey gets about 3, maybe 4 there, down to the 36. All right. Broncos looking, throwing it deep to the right, and just missing. Troy Franklin in the end zone, 3rd and 5 coming up. And looks like Watson for Kansas City. He is down in the end zone, still very slow to get up. All right. 3rd and 5, ball. They need to get the ball to the 30 there. So again, they need about 6 yards. Bo looking, pressured. It's going to throw it down the field, and it's going to be a catch, but I think it'll be about 2 or 3 yards shy. They're saying no catch by Cortland Sutton. Come on. Boom. Well, that is a catch, unless he dropped it. So right now the Broncos are not going to challenge this. They're going to send out Will Lutz to make this one from 50-something. Kick is up, and it is good. And the Broncos tie it up here late in the game. We got 4:10 left. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't like giving Patrick Mahomes the ball under 6 minutes, to be honest with you. Even if I was up by 2 possessions, I still wouldn't like it. Because you know they're going to score. It's just how quickly are they going to score. All right, kick is away. Going to be caught right at the goal line. To the 10, to the 15, to the 20. Very patient run in. 25 and goes out of bounds at the 27. All right. Mahomes under center. Ball officially at the 26. Single back in the backfield. Play action. Gets it out and nearly intercepted by Ufana. That is his second chance at a pick in this game, and he cannot secure the catch. Come on. Mahomes looking, pressured, rolling to his right. He's going to take off and run. Nope. Tries to get it down the field. Did they catch it? And that is going to be an incomplete pass to Travis Kelce. Unable to get both feet in bounds. That was close, though. Ooh. Ooh. I don't know, man. If I'm Andy Reid, I'd challenge that one. As long as his toes were down when he secured the catch, doesn't matter if they didn't stay in bounds. All right. 3rd and 10. Pressure. Down goes Mahomes. And another blitz by McMillan. That is his second sack of the day. He got his first one just before the half when Mahomes is trying to set up a Hail Mary. And this one, Kareem Hunt trying to block inside. Did not see the corner coming from the left side there. And just Mahomes brought down, baby. That is tough. And he's going to be caught at the 20, to the 25, and down to the 26. Come on. All right, Bo Nix in the shotgun, running back to his left. Single receiver to that right side. Gets it out to his receiver, a bubble screen, and that'll be a pickup of about 5 down to the 31. One of the offensive linemen can't get his shoe back on. So that cost the team a little bit of time here. They're still able to break the huddle with about 11 seconds left. Run to the right. Cut to up the middle, and that's a first down, but there might be a holding penalty on the Broncos here. And that's what it is. So wipe away that first down run. And that was actually, oh no. Oh no. That was a Whiskey. Totally butchered that name. Don't worry about it. That's the left tackle. He's the one that couldn't get his shoe on, and then he gets called for the hold, which I didn't see a whole lot, but I don't know. They didn't show a really great angle. So Bo running to his right, throwing it deep down the field into double coverage. Why? You would have been better off running the ball, picking up even just 3 or 5 yards, keeps the clock rolling. Yeah, like Troy Franklin almost stopped running in the middle of it. Come on, man. These guys got to get it together. Bo dropping back. He's got time. Throws it down the field, and he's got a man inside the 40 of Kansas City, and that is Courtland Sutton. Wow. Sorry. I thought it was at Kansas City. It is not. It is actually at their own 42. Sorry. And the 2-minute warning has just hit. The Broncos pick up a first down. Game is all tied up at 19. All right, we're still in a commercial break. We're not missing a thing. The Broncos did just convert on a 3rd and long just before the 2-minute warning hit. They're roughly at their own 42. They still need to get, I would say, at least a minimum of 18 to 20 yards to make this a makeable field goal for Will Lutz. If they can get at least 18, it would be roughly a 57-yarder. Still, that's asking a lot, though. That is asking a lot. All right, we're back. Bo under center. Ball at the 41. Single back in the backfield. Single receiver to the left. Hands it off. And this one is going to actually pick up decent yardage. Pick up a 4 down to the 45. 2nd and 6. Bo in the shotgun, running back to his right. He's got some time, and the ball is popped up in the air and incomplete. Trying to force it to Evan Ingram in tight coverage. Nick Bolton making a play. It's the first time we've said his name tonight. Ooh, that's a veteran move right there. He had him hooked by the hip. All right, there's a big 3rd down, 3rd and 6. Bo looking, throws it. Just get up the field, man. Oh, Jesus. Cortland Sutton, they're marking it down near the line to gain. It's going to be very, very close. Sutton just hesitating. He caught it basically right at the sticks, goes backwards, hesitates. It's like, just fall back, man. Just fall backwards. Yeah, basically lost 1.5 yards trying to get space from a linebacker. I'm like, dude, you're one of the fastest receivers in the NFL. You should not be running backwards to get space from a linebacker. Come on, man. Seastrom, oh, wow, 1st down. Had to step out to eat dinner. Did I miss anything after the Broncos field goal? No, nothing too crazy. The Kansas City Chiefs couldn't get anything going on their offensive drive, and then they just punted it away, and since then it has been the Broncos. The Broncos had a 3rd and 16, and then they were able to convert it with a great catch by Cortland Sutton, getting it down to the 41. And right now, that's kind of where we're at. So I think they're going to give Cortland Sutton the 1st down. His knee never really hit the ground until the ball is already past the line to gain, basically just past the 49. Wait, was there a blocked kick? Yes, the Kansas City Chiefs extra point on their touchdown was blocked. Yep. Yeah, it was a 13-16. They scored a touchdown, but then the Broncos able to block the extra point. They were able to recover it too, but they couldn't advance it any further. So. Oh, wow, that's nice. Revenge for last year. Oh, my God, yes, that's right. Oh, my God, I think we actually streamed that game. Yeah, there was a string of Kansas City games where they just made incredible plays on special teams. All right, ball at the 49. It is a 1st down for the Broncos. Handoff, and I believe that's R.J. Harvey picking up about 2 on the ground, getting it down near the 47. Come on. All right. Sorry, I've been missing it. Kansas City have been using their timeouts here. They used their 2nd to stop the clock here at 54 seconds. All right, Bo in the shotgun, running back to his left, single receiver on that right side. Kansas City playing tight coverage, man. They're playing man-to-man, basically. Bo throws it down the field, and he's got a man to the 20, down near the 16, and that is Troy Troy Franklin. Wow. That is tough for the Kansas City Chiefs. We'll see if they use a timeout here. I'm assuming they would, but that basically leaves them. Well, first off, that'll be their last timeout. But then that just allows the Broncos to run the ball, run the clock down for a potentially game-winning field goal. All right. Steve, the Rams are doing great. I didn't think they would be that good at the start of the season. Oh, yeah, man. That defense is really freaking good, man. I even talked about it last year when we were streaming some of their games. That front seven, Verse, all those freaking guys. Fiske, I think. Fiske. Yeah, like all those guys, man, they can get to the quarterback and they can play the run really well. All right, Kansas City did use their final timeout here. Stops the clock at 45 seconds. And Bo Nix going to take a kneel down here, and that's going to be it. They're going to use one of their timeouts. They're going to be able to run this clock down basically to the last, 2 to 3 seconds. Oh, there it is. They're showing it. The blocked field goal at the end of, or at the I think, yeah, it was at the end of last year's game. Well, even if Kansas City blocks it, it will not end the game. It'll just send it into overtime. Perna might need someone to check on him tonight. Worried he's going to party a little too hard, or someone should check on him anyway. I think even if Perna wanted to, I think when you have a kid, man, Carmi, she'll keep him in check. She'll be like, Daddy, you got to go to bed. And Perna's like, no, I don't want to. She's like, no, you're going to bed. Carmi pretty much runs that house, I feel like, too. All right, man, this is it. This is it for the win. Kick is up. And it's good! The Denver Broncos, with a last-second field goal, have knocked off the Kansas City Chiefs. And the Broncos improved to 9-2. And for Kansas City, it's just another loss in the division. And they dropped to 5-5 on the year, man. I think you might have to go back to pre-Mahomes years to the last time Kansas City lost 5 games in a season. Wow. Yep. Denver now 9-2. Kansas City 5-5. It was a tough matchup, man. It was not a blowout. It was not necessarily even a low-scoring game outside of the first half. 13 points for Kansas City in the second half, 16 points for the Broncos in the second half. So it was a good game, man. Good defense, some solid offense at times. I know some people are not going to be happy, Some people are still going to say the Broncos are frauds, or they're going to say Kansas City is, there's going to be a bunch of stuff. I feel like a good chunk of people may not be happy unless you're a Broncos fan. But to me, I thought this was a fun game. It was a fun game. It was entertaining. I think even if Kansas City would have blocked that one and brought it back for a touchdown for the win, first off, that would have been a crazy freaking ending. It still would have been a good game. I think the Broncos' offense is still inconsistent, but what can you say, man? They're winning. Their offense is scoring enough points. Their defense is damn good. And they're 9-2, man. As long as you get to the dance, it doesn't matter what you do in the regular season. It doesn't matter if you go undefeated or if you barely squeak in. It does not matter. As long as you can get to the dance and you can win in the playoffs, it's all that freaking matters. Steve, I really now think they will miss the playoffs after this loss. I mean, right now they're obviously Denver, New England, Indianapolis, Pittsburgh. Those guys have a great chance to win their divisions at this point. Buffalo is right behind New England, but still about 2 games behind. LA seems to be kind of up and down. Who knows what they'll do? We've seen them collapse in the past. And right now, I think the Texans are ahead of the Chiefs. So, yeah. Either way, man, it's gonna be interesting. Yeah. Yep, 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 yep. Sorry, guys. All right, and the Ravens won 23-16. They were trailing for most of that game. So they keep their playoff hopes alive, and the Broncos continue to win. They improve to 9-2. All right, guys. I got about less than 40 minutes to get ready for the Lions and Eagles game. I do have to run to the store to get something, so I will be right back for that game. I do have to run. Sorry, guys, but thank you so much, man. Thank you to Seastrom. Thank you to Steve, who was in and out from basically from the beginning to the end of this game, man. I appreciate you. Captain Mickey Mouse was in here for a bit as well, man. I appreciate you guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You guys are the best. Hopefully, I'll see you guys tonight as well for hopefully, a really entertaining game. And I'll catch you guys, all right? I got to run. Thank you so much. My name is Dave, and I'm not a coach.